Hello, Sid. First one. Alejandro. BMW Tony. Let me just finish these things here that I have to usually do before starting our talk. This tea smells so good. It's the today's selection. Okay, now let me catch up. Sid says hello, Mehran. Hello. Alejandro says hi there. I'm a big fan of your channel. You have helped me move on. Well, I'm so delighted to hear that, Alejandro. Yes, I've seen your comments, I believe, because there is an Alejandro that must have responded to. Rodriguez. BMW Tony says, hello, Mehran, how are you? Thank you, Tony. Sid M31 Estonia, thank you, Sid. Thank you. And Sid says, how are you? I'm here with this tea. Okay. It's actually a blend. I blend two different kinds of tea together, and because when I prepared the first one, it's called spiced apple herbal tea. It seemed to me it little lacks a bit of a sourness, so I added pomegranate and raspberry tea. It's tolerable. It's good. It's okay. Wookie. Hello, Wookie. Says, I did it, sir. I'm writing my content page for my work. There you go. Says, I made it. I hope you're well. I'm crediting you in my thesis. Well, okay, good. I would like that. You're quite welcome, Wookie. Go for it. More power to you. May the force be with you. And the Reaper says, hi, hello, Reaper. Is that the right choice of screen name, Reaper? Alejandro says, you should have a podcast because I run out battery with your videos. Oh, do you? I have to look into the podcast. I would like to, and I don't know how it works. I gotta download all my videos and put them into a podcast. It's a pain in the butt, but I guess it's something I gotta do. Hello, David. M24 Dallas, Texas, right? It's okay. It's cinnamon bark, apple spices, hibiscus flowers, natural flavor, roasted chicory root, carob, orange peel in one. And my addition was rose hips, hibiscus, pomegranate, and raspberry flavors, naturally fortified, orange leaves, apple spices, licorice root, roasted chicory root. So I guess they fit together well. Okay. The Reaper says, I was a younger, don't know how to change, Lord. Yeah, you're stuck with it now. David says, exactly. So what's up, guys? There's only 6 of us here. That's pathetic. My success has been going downwards. I thought not having done a live talk for a few days, this is the first time this week, we should have had like 600 now. 6? No use for me. No soup for me. Looks like I'm useless now. So, I guess the 1 million subs dream should go to be thrown in the lake. Huh? What you guys think? What's going on? So many different channels around. They don't even measure up to our channel, I know. But we are just not picking up subscribers. What the heck is going on? I spoke too soon. We just got 2 more. We're now 8. Yeah. We're moving on. Moving on up. Whisper says, hey, long time no see. Male, 32, California. Yeah, I thought I was doing stuff busy and dealing with things I had to sort out, and didn't get the chance to actually fire up yesterday. I had an appointment I had to attend to. Today, I was lazy. I was doing stuff, and then still preparing for my trip. Michael says, 24 male, check. Hello, Mehran. How are you? Have an exam on Monday. You'll do good then. I hope you've prepared. Any tips or techniques how to remember as much information as possible? Yes. Do not worry about remembering them. They will come to you when they're triggered. And simply the question will trigger it. And remember, my friend, the answer is in the question. The answer is in the question. Read the question carefully. Think it through. Don't overthink it, but think it through. Understand it. Use them as trigger to follow the path of your studies when you were preparing it. It will come to you. But the most important ingredients in test exams is relax. Just say, I've done my best. I'm here now to chill. I'll do my best. That's all I have to worry about. That's it. Nothing else. I don't care about how much I should have studied and I didn't, what other chapters I should have read which I didn't, or should have paid more attention to it or focused on it. Doesn't matter. I'm here. I've done my best. I'm relaxed. I'm going to do my best now. That's it. Don't give a shit about anything else. You'll do fine. Reaper says 20 UK male. David says, yeah, maybe you'll have a random breakthrough. Yeah, I guess so, because everything else has been done right. Thumbnails are good. Tags are there. I've even researched all the tags of other channels who are got hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I can't actually wrap my head around. I've seen channels who've had 800,000, 600,000, 200,000, and their content, honestly, I don't know what these people listen to, these guys or girls. But hey, maybe some people think about my channel that way. Who knows? Anyhow, that many subscribers, wow. So our tags are good and comparable to those other populated channels, but the contents you guys tell me is great. I don't know what else. Just doing what we do. Daisy, that's the first time you're here, Daisy, aren't you? Maybe once more I saw your name here, or is it the first time? It says, heartbroken for way too long, cannot move on. Of course you can. Go on this channel that you are, click on the search engine of my channel, and look for how to move on. Just type in how to move on. And also I have a playlist called How to Move On. You'll have a number of videos there. But watching them is not just enough. You gotta do what it actually preaches in there. I know it's not that easy, but do them little by little. Remind yourself our little high points of the videos that you liked. Pick them up. Remind yourself and stick with them. It'll make a change. David says it happens. You need to get on Oprah. Yeah, like Oprah is actually searching for channels. Because I think if any of these famous programs would have actually been looking for something and thoroughly looked through YouTube, and if they did run across mine, I bet you pretty penny that they would have been attracted to it, and maybe they would have liked, but I don't think they're looking. Anyhow, we do what we gotta do. Daisy says, thank you, and I follow your channel for a while already. Yeah, good. Delighted to hear that. You guys all know that we have now almost 1,500 videos on this channel. We have a site called mindthatseekstruth.com. The site offers a number of services. We now have ask your question for a nominal fee. You can ask a question instead of having a consultation on Skype. You can have consultation on Skype. You can make an appointment and we'll deal with your issues one-on-one together, explore it together. And of course, you have a new package that is called Ultimate Breakup Cure. That package is elaborate. It's the package you need after your breakup. It starts you up with 82 or so star videos of this channel that pertains on moving on from your breakup, how to understand it, and all the nitty-gritties that you need to focus on. 82 of them. But before you watch them, there is a there's a new little addition I've added to it, a little video that it's only text. It's about 5 minutes. It's only text, about a few pages. And that's called the mindset. So before you watch all the videos, I want you to watch that one. In fact, when you buy that program, that package, the mindset actually is downloadable. Not just on video you can watch it and read it. You can also download it. It will come to you as a download included in the package, and you can have it in print. And then you can watch the videos. Plus, you will have the access to VIP channel, which is the number of videos that have not necessarily been published, or they're not included in the public version of YouTube channel, or they're early releases and things like that. And of course, you get a bonus on the Skype consultation. Like if you get an hour, you get 2 hours instead of 1 hour. If you book a half an hour, I'll give you 1 hour just because you bought the package. And the package is elaborate. It's got everything you want to push you out of this sob story that you have created, sob pool you have created for yourself, and enlightens you to the point that you say, I know what this is. I know how I can get out. And of course, there is a little video I put up a few days ago about what is the ultimate breakup cure package. And that explains to you what this whole package is all about. So with all that included, you will see that if you were going to watch or have these 80 videos and counting, because I always add new ones as soon as I find the star videos and recognize them, I add it to the playlist. So it'll be added to your package without you having to pay for it anymore. It's a 1-year subscription, and the videos are constantly added and updated. And if you were going to have that consultation with me for that many hours, it would have cost you $4,000 or $5,000. Now we've done it all with the VIP, with the break on the consultation, bonus, and with the mindset that is by itself, it's got a value on its own, with many other things included, and including all the ebooks also in that package. All of it, instead of that $5,000 that you could have spent talking to me about all these videos or what the videos cover, because it would have been like, I don't know, 40, 50 hours of consultation. It's $198, $198. I think it's a very good price. It helps everybody. It's affordable, and it saves you lots of money and helps you to get out of this shit that you're sitting on and thinking that the life has come to an end. So there you go. I've done my bit, guys. Go spend your money and make this channel rich and give us the opportunity to travel and put up workshops and help more people and so on and so forth, and the rest of it. We'll have some money to advertise and get this channel noticed. There we go. That's my plug now. Now let's go on to let's go on to Whisper says, so this girl, 24, Californian, I guess. Oh, no, Whisper says, this girl, 24, California. Oh, she is 24 in California. Okay. Has a great job, great personality, very beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yet she plays hot and cold with me. Aha. Okay, so I see you're a male then, Whisper. Where are you? See, I ask, damn it, guys, every time you say something, you include your M32CA. Okay, male 32 California says, so this girl, 24 CA, has a great job, great personality, very beautiful, yet she plays hot and cold with me. Talks about marriage, and once I act interested, she backs away. Is she ever gonna stop hot and cold? I think it's her daddy issues. She never met her father, and I feel like she has a hard time showing vulnerability, or hard to trust a good man once she meets one. Why do you care about what she thinks and what her problem is? Just focus on if she is the right girl for you. If she's behaving in the way that you can understand, you can appreciate. If she's playing games, let her go. It doesn't matter how beautiful she is, what a job she has, and all that nonsense. You can't build a relationship with beauty. You build a relationship with the person, the center of the person, who she is, and who she is up here. If up here is not balanced, I don't care how beautiful she is. You can't build a relationship with the beauty. The beauty, she's got nothing to do with it. Who she is that runs that beauty is what you're really going to have a connection with or not. So it doesn't matter how beautiful she is. If she's a weirdo, if she's not sure of herself, she doesn't walk on the straight line, what business you have spending your time with her? There's so many wonderful human beings out there. So don't be played into the hands of someone just because she's pretty. Okay, so she's pretty. That pretty is going to go worth nothing after a while if what runs the pretty is not pretty. So focus on that. Don't be lured in because of the aesthetics and physical attributes of someone. That's not what you're going to build a life with. You know, it's like, I don't know, having a nice looking airplane, all beautiful, dolled up, and all over the engine is all messed up. You can't lift up. What good is, or the seat belts are not working, or I don't know, the aileron is not working, or whatever, the radar system. There's so many things you gotta, watch for when you want to get on a plane or you want to fly a plane or something. It's similar things here. The ingredients of the dish is important, not how beautifully it's designed on the plate. That's one thing. That's attractive. But once you take the first spoon and say, "Oh, holy macaroni! What is this? What are the ingredients?" Too much salt, not enough, or maybe, I don't know, ingredients are not fresh, old, maybe you get sick. These are what you got to watch for. So don't fall into that trap that her physical attributes is attractive. So what? You know what that means? That means you value your desire more than you, the center, the whole of you, who you are. Desire is part of you, not you part of the desire. So you cannot treat the desire more important than you. You are more important than the desire. Desire comes second. Control that. Understand. If you have watched my video, talks about how desire is born, and then you know where and how you can stop it, so you can get your mind together and figure out what that thing is that you desire for, and why your desire should take a back seat to other things that you should focus on first. If you don't harness, if you don't control the desire, it will rule you. It will take you around and, show you the way where it actually doesn't know where the way is. And you will be just following it around because, in your genes you have programs. You're heterosexual male, you're programmed for procreation, you're programmed for pursuing women, female, and that blinds you to other things that you got to watch out for, the qualities that you should look for, because pursuing a woman is what you're programmed. But building a relationship doesn't stop, it's not completed by just having pursued a woman. What about the relationship? What are you building that relationship with? Not with the look of the woman that you're pursuing, with who she is, her consciousness. So desire must take a back seat. You are more important than desire. Desire is not more important than you, and you got to understand that. Neither ego nor desire. They all are part of you, and they should be subservient to you. And you got to understand that. Anyhow, there are lots of videos on that you can pretty much find it on the channel. We go to Daisy. Says, okay, mindset will be. Thank you. Okay. The Reaper says, I've been watching your videos lately and found them very helpful. Good. Don't judge your success on subscribers. The impact your videos have on people is profound. Yes, I appreciate that, and I agree with you, and I know that. And of course, I've worked very hard and lovingly for this contents to be delivered to all you young or older people, because I know it's all in our mind, and what we go through life sometimes is not easy, and I'm hoping to be able to be of some help to you all. But at the same time, Reaper, you know that the channel needs subscribers and viewers in order to make money, so it can reach more people and do more things and, you know, get more noticed and all that, all the wonderful things that I plan to do. But we don't get the viewers. As wonderful as our content is, and as helpful it's been, reached over 5 or 7 million people, and I've got thousands and thousands of thank yous and appreciative emails that the videos have had life-changing effect on them, and it's all understood and appreciated. But I question, why not more people finding us? What's there that I'm missing? Algorithm is not recognizing us. People usually find me by accident. They go through 3, 4, 5 pages of switching what they have searched in order to see one of my videos. And everything that I've learned on YouTube and studied it on Google, it looks like we've been doing it right. With all the videos, thumbnails, tags, the live talks, all these, still we're behind the 8 ball. I don't get it. I gotta find out. Because obviously content-wise we're good. Yeah, we don't fool people or trick people or just keep talking nonsense about how to get your ex back and how to, you know, trick the girl into bed, how to do this to the guy. We're not talking about that sort of thing, but it looks like more people are interested in that sort of thing. They just want to, you know, get that relationship to, I don't know, somewhere that they want to get it, regardless of understanding who they are themselves and who they are actually trying to get into a relationship with, and what are the psyche's role in all this. Instead, they just want to drive the car without knowing how the car works, how to drive it, training for it, or getting, you know, classes for it, or learning about the engine or performance or all the things. They just want to go sit in the aircraft and fly it without knowing really what's involved. What we're doing here, we're actually showing and sharing what we are all about, which is the basis and the foundation, roots of all the problems. It's all in here. And if we don't understand here, we just want to fix them from out there. How can you? It is you who is feeling the problem. So it is you who you should focus to learn and fix the problems from. This is where it all stems. Instead, they're trying to find it in accomplishing something out there and hoping that this, what they feel, will be fixed through someone else's charity. That's why you're all hanging in the air, and as soon as the guy breaks up or the girl breaks up, you're all falling apart. There we go. I've said it now. Whisper says, I cut her off since she began a cold cycle again, and once she called me, I told her I can't play hot and cold anymore. I'm 32, don't have time to waste like that. Oh, good for you. Proud of you. Daisy says, sorry, I just think there is no real cure for the truly broken heart. Well, it depends on how you really think. If you think the controller is the outside, then you're right. You'll never be free in life because there's so many elements from outside, not just relationships, everything else that is not in your control. But if you think it's all within you that makes you feel how you feel, then we're beginning to get somewhere. Then you will see that you can be free and you can see it. But what you just said is a comment based on where you are as far as your understanding is about your psyche. With that level of understanding, this is what you say. Once you watch the videos and follow what I'm trying to show you about you, the role of your fear, desire, ego, pleasure, order, mechanical process, material process, consciousness, thoughts, and the relationship with the two, your energy of the, all of that, then you begin to see, aha, I see what he's talking about. But at this moment, you're making a judgment on your own ability to remedy a situation when you haven't even allowed yourself to discover the things that you're capable of, and you can use them in propelling yourself out and about and fly high over and above all these troubles that you think they are devastating and holding you to the ground. Cut that chain. For that, you need to watch more videos. Perhaps go get the ultimate cure package. That's what it's meant for. And yes, there is a cure. But you know, when we are usually sick, having a flu or cold, sometimes they go, oh, will I ever be well again? This is it. There's no cure for it. How do I cure it? Because we are so bought into that sickness, rather than thinking, yes, I am, and I will soar, and I will defeat this, and I will get well. That's the beginning of it. All right, let's go to Purya. Purya says, thank you for the good work, Mehran. Keep it. And the love sign there. Thank you. Still waiting for the promised email. By the way, I'm doing strong. Thank you very much. I did send that and resend it and resend it. I send a link to you. I guess you're not getting my emails at all. But I have done whatever was possible to do. So if you send me an email as I asked you, and I did respond to it, I still have all the copies of the emails that I've sent you. You should have had the ebook, and I took your advice and sent you the link, and just the ebook themselves once, and then the link. I think there is a problem with you receiving my emails. And I'm glad to hear what you just said, that you're doing good. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Your dad is proud of you too. Daisy says, though I'm still trying and watching your videos, really appreciate them. They are fantastic and help immediately. Good. Good to hear that. George says, male 27, Canada. Oh, hello. Hello, Canadian countrymen. Says, how was your week, sir? I hope you are doing well. I'm a very active guy and have now been trying to do yoga and meditation to calm my mind, and tips for a racing mind. Any tips for racing mind? Yes. I have a book called Transient Thoughts and Me, and also Me, My Psyche and I. They have bits and pieces about what you're talking about. Just hang on a little bit. Let me see if I have, just give me a second. I will be right back. Maybe I'll get that book there. Let's see. If you take a look at if you go on my channel, mind@sixtruth.com, click on the Transient Thoughts and Me, or Me, My Psyche and I. Right underneath you can click on, and you will download the table of contents and a sample chapter. So if you do that, you will be able to see if what you're looking for is there, because, or I have videos on racing mind, I believe. I think I have. Let me see if I can maybe check it out myself here. Such a slow computer today. What's going on? Is it filled up again? I do believe I did make a video on that. Racing mind. No. But let's see. Because I do believe I did make a video on why your mind is overactive, and I just don't know which video it is. Just try anything with thoughts. Ah, there it is. I found it. Unbelievable. How did I find this? That was a luck of the Irish. And I'm not Irish. All right. I think this might be something that you're looking for. But again, I have to listen to it to see if it's exactly is or not. But I give you 2 links. One is this. I haven't listened to it for a while. I don't know what it is, but I think it should do the work. The name of it is the OCD thinking. It says stop OCD thinking. That's what you want. I believe that's the one. There's also another one that I have put together for you guys. It's called Negative Thoughts. And Negative Thoughts is also one heck of a video that you might enjoy. If you go on my channel and on the search engine put in negative mind, you're bound to get a number of videos. Like you get videos like stop OCD thinking, how to handle negative thoughts, how to get over getting over someone, how to bring good things into our lives, how do I stop negative thoughts, a fear of future, guilt and regret about a relationship. Let me put that up for you guys as well. What the heck, that sounds interesting. Let's see. Actually, I just added that video and just give me 1 second, guys. I think we're just stumbled on something interesting. I want to make sure that you get the benefits of it. All right. Okay. Negative mind. How to stop negative thoughts and the regrets about relationship. Yeah, okay. I just added that to. It says why we have a hard time with negative thoughts and stuck when wanting to move on. These are all amazing videos. I wonder if people really knew what we're doing here, they would probably give me a few million of these. All right. All right. All right. I just added 2 more of these star videos, but I hadn't noticed them, to your package, the ultimate breakup cure. So there we go. You now have it all. And so this is the last one I think I wanted to give you guys. Okay. Daisy says, nothing down this OCD and negative thoughts. Thanks. What do you mean nothing? I just put the links up, dear Daisy. I put 3. What is nothing down this OCD and negative thoughts means? All right. So now, Daisy says, will these links be visible after live chat in reply, or better to mark them now? They will be. They should be, because when I watch some of my live talks, I see all these live chat comments are there. But if you miss them, just go on the search engine and put in, what was it? I forgot. What was it? Put in negative mind. Just remember negative mind. And you will get 30 videos that some of them are related to the search word or some not. It says how to keep your thoughts always positive, the limits of your world. When finding out you're being blamed for the breakup, it's another video. How long after starting a relationship one could become intimate? Okay. Do you feel the positive or negative energy of others attract the same kind of people? Gee, we've worked hard on this channel, haven't we? How do I stop negative thoughts, fear of future, guilt, feeling, and regrets? That's a 55-minute live talk, but we have a shortened version of it as I put it up there, which is 17 minutes. How do I stop negative thoughts, fear of future, guilt, and regret about the relationship? There are lots of videos, guys. There's nothing, pretty much nothing they can think of, and we don't have a video on it. Anything you think of after breakup, we probably have a video on it. Why you like or dislike someone, how to deal with the memories of the ex. What is memory made of? Gee. That's 28 minutes. Lots of videos, guys. Come on. Get on with it. Share the videos you like with the others on your social media and promote the channel to hilt. It's worth it. I'm convinced. I'm unanimous on that. Whisper says, Daisy, you're a good woman. All my exes didn't even stress after our... Okay, Whisper's talking to Daisy. Okay, Majid says, Chetori Agha Mehran. Hello, Majid. How are you, dear? Good to see you. And... okay, so looks like that's it. We've answered all the questions. Time to go. No? Oh, a lot more here. What happened? I find myself, says, any tips for racing my, that's where we were. Yeah, so I put it up for you. The OCD, Stop OCD Thinking is what you want to watch. George says, I find myself thinking too much about the future versus being present in the moment. Yes. So I put another one, a video for you too, not having read this one, but I guess that will also help you out. Wayne Harmon says, hi Mehran, male 46, Irish. Hello, my Irish friend. How are you? Good to see you here. Says, are the women we attract into our lives based on the health and energy we radiate, or it is just a lottery? No, it is not lottery. You have to be very careful. You have to be very careful. Why? Because there's a fine line between what you really want or what you desire. What you really want is someone that you really know in your heart, in your mind, in your consciousness. You have her credentials cleared for you. I want her to be like this, this, and that, so forth. But what you desire can run away from you because as a heterosexual male, you're programmed to pursue women. And as long there's something about it turns you on, you're dead, you're done, you're done, you're gone. Unless you are the master of you and your desire, and you say, okay, I'm programmed to pursue and desire female, but that doesn't mean that every female is qualified for me to pursue her. You gotta make that clear for yourself. Just because you're turned on, you can be turned on by her shoes. You can be turned on by her nose. You can be turned on by her smile, her hand, her fingernails. You can be turned on with her, I don't know, with whatever she's wearing or how she's wore her hair or the high heels she's wearing. It's not difficult to get us heterosexual male turned on. It's simple. You can get turned on by a poster of a woman. But that doesn't mean you should go have a relationship with the poster, does it? Same thing with the actuality of the woman. Just because you're interested in her doesn't mean she is the right girl for you. You still have to qualify her, bring your credentials in mind, what it is that you expect more from her than just being a woman, and then see who she is, see if it is compatible to what you expect, then see she's deserving for my attention. That's how it should be. And it's easier for women to pick their man because they're not driven so sexually like we are. Like they don't necessarily are just turned on by looking at a man the way we are programmed to. They consider lots of things: character, manners, energy. All these things come into picture before they are interested or, so to speak, turned on. They're not idiots like us who just, oh, a girl, high heels, okay, I'm down. So you got to be careful in order to what you're attracted to. You can be attracted to almost any female. Depending on where you are, and you can even go way below your standards if you're like stuck in an island somewhere. Who knows? But you have to be in control of that and watch for what it is that you're putting your energy and efforts and interest into, and it should not be based on the fact that you're a heterosexual male and that's a female, therefore that seems to be okay, I feel it, therefore I go. No, you now got to expect a lot more than that before you commit into spending and investing time and energy to get to know her. And definitely getting to know her is the beginning of knowing if she qualifies or not. So it's not just seeing her, it's actually getting to know her. That's what I wanted to say. I just came out wrong, I guess. Anyhow, Daisy says, how do you mean why? Maybe because we love that person. Love is more than beauty, etc. I love my person completely. and for other reasons as well. Well, what is your criteria to love your person? Is your criteria including loving them because even though they don't love you, they're not with you? Why would you want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with you? Why would that qualify that person? I don't care if you're a man or woman. Why would you agree or accept to still be in love with your partner who doesn't want to be with you? That should be disqualifier. Where does your standards start and stop? Where? What are you trying to prove? That you're a good person? That I can still love her even though she doesn't love me? That makes me a good person? No, it makes you not really respect yourself. So if you have done what you could have done, best foot forward, as good as you could have been in the relationship, and he still left you, or it broke up, why would you then think that he still deserves your love and attention? Wish him well, and respect his wishes, and wish yourself well, and respect your wishes as well. Respect yourself. Go on. Build another life. Life doesn't come to... That means you're selfish. You're selfish to the point that what you have created out of this person in your mind, you have a hard time to believe that you made a mistake, or that scenario, that person is no longer what he used to be, is changed. Therefore, it's okay to say, okay, I changed my mind. No longer he's qualified. But because you have created that whatever statute or deity in your mind of that partner of yours, you can't move on from it. You created it, so you can simply delete it. In other words, uncreate it. In other words, don't give him the credentials that you used to, because you did for the reasons that he behaved in such a way that deserved it. Now that he doesn't, because he's not with you, why should he deserve to have the same credentials when he's no longer paying that attention to you or being as he used to be? You should take away that credentials. That's what you need to focus. Some of the things at least, plus many more that I guess you can find in other videos or other live talks. Daisy. Jomar. First time I hear this name. First time for you here. It says, how do you heal your soul to peace? It's a big question. We don't have enough time here to answer it. But first you have to understand who you are, what your soul is all about, how you're put together, what's your connection with the universal energy before you can bring it to peace. Because you got to understand what it is, your connection with the source of the soul, so to speak, the energy, and what you can anchor yourself to feel powerful and like the ocean, so wide and deep, so you can engulf anything that comes in and tries to fall into you and disturb your calmness. And instead, because your depth, you can engulf it and cover it up and be powerful again, like nothing has disturbed the surface of your ocean. To understand that, you got to understand what your entity is all about. There's mind, the energy of the universe, and you. Connection with the energy of the universe, the key. There's mind and there's body. They each have rules. When you find how they are coordinated, then you begin to understand what you're all about. Then you understand your thoughts and consciousness, how they are formed. What is the fear? Where does fear comes from? How is it born? What about desire? The ingredients of desire. The ego. What is ego? Is it an organ? Am I born with it? Is it a program? How do I get it? And then you understand the role of your desire, pleasure, order, mechanical process. All these things, then you get to know about yourself. plus what we just talked about your connection to the nature and to the universe, then you understand the whole ingredients that are involved in you, and altogether forms a certain kind of a halo or characteristics that you sometimes call it your soul. But that really means your center, who you are. That's what you're referring to, I believe. Whisper says, you're right. I do value my desire more than I value myself. How pathetic. Well, that's why we're here, to point that out. I just let my guard down with this one and let my emotions take control. Thanks for your wise words, my friend. You're welcome, Whisper. Or I should say, Whisper. To pronounce it properly. And Joe Marr says, I know it might sound stupid. No, not really. I answered it, I believe. Daisy says, Whisper, I agree. Sadly, I did the same and now suffer for way too long. You don't have to suffer, Daisy. Stop this. You don't have to suffer. Now, Daisy, how old are you? I forgot. Remember, guys, our deal here is that every time you make a comment or respond to my comment, to your question, where we are in the conversation, always include that M or F or whatever your gender is, age, and where you are tuning in from. 3 things, like David does. Says male, M, 24, Dallas. M24 Dallas. Then I am always remembering where you are, how old you are, where you come from. I can consider all that information in my responses. I'd appreciate that. Hejran Safarzadeh. That's a Persian name, is it? It says, hi Mehran, why thinking of my ex kissing and touching someone else makes me sad and I get anxiety? Well, naturally you do. You're a heterosexual male and you have this position of feeling of caveman, feeling of possession, and that's mine. Nobody touches it. Still runs into your veins, and that's okay. But get over it, because what she does has nothing to do with you. She's her own woman, her own person. She makes her own decisions. She can go and do whatever the heck she desires to do. You should understand that. She's not your property. She's not your responsibility. She's not your girlfriend. She's nothing that you should worry about as far as paying attention to her or to what she does. Focus on your own life and move forward and find another wonderful woman and build a relationship with her. And in time you will see, my goodness, she's got so many wonderful things that I never even thought the other one did have. But at this point, you have no point of reference. You only think the one that you were intimate with, and of course it's so important for us heterosexual boys, especially when you're so young, you think, that was the whole world and life was all about, because of the intimacy you got from her. But until you will meet another woman, and every woman is wonderful and beautiful and fantastic and amazing, and you will see so many credentials and qualities that she has that she brings to your life, and you never knew it existed, just because you have a limited experience. There was only one woman. Every woman is different. So go on. Don't have anxiety. Just say, I don't need her. She can do whatever she wants to do. All right. But again, these sort of things, videos are all on my channel. You can search for them and you can find them. And one video I have says, the one that my ex is going with, is the one that my ex-GF going with better than me? Something of that sort. And that could also have some helpful points in there for you, for your question. But also there are other videos that talks about why you feel the way you do. Daisy says, how can we help you get more subscribers? I understand your point, and I'm amazed as how some mediocre sites get, say, 300,000. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, Daisy. Well, I think the best way you guys can do is share the videos that you like on social media. Whether it's about breakups or it's about the Psyche. If you go on my playlist called The Psyche, there's a playlist on my channel called The Psyche that has a number of videos have nothing to do with breakups, has to do with your mind, the movement of mind and all that. Maybe you want to share those if you don't want, I don't know, anybody to know you've broken up or something. But among the other videos about breakup, there's like, I don't know, 1,300 of them, 1,300 of them. You will find amazing videos that are second to none. And I don't know if you have watched this one. To my amazement, this video was one of the first ones I did. And it's over 338,000 viewers. My question is, if all these people liked it and benefited from it, why the hell didn't they subscribe? What's holding them back? Is free. And I would have, by that one video, I would have 300,000 subscribers. I don't know how it works. That's funny you brought the number 300,000 here. That's exactly the 388,000 something. All right. Let's go on with Daisy says, Hijran, how do you mean? Okay, yeah, okay. That's right. Hijran says, I know that's normal. Oh, okay, he's talking to Daisy, yeah. Well, Hijran, watch that video that I said it can shed some light for you, because we boys have always been compared ever since childhood. Every one of us, boys or girls, and been kind of indirectly been told that we're not good enough, no matter how good we were at something. There's always been somebody else that the teacher compared us. Oh, look, so-and-so got A in math, or look, that girl is so, their clean writing is so perfectly done, or whatever the homework is perfect, 100%. Always been compared, or the parent says, look, so-and-so, your uncle's daughter is so well-mannered, or look at, your cousin's, how polite he is, or how good he plays soccer, or he's got an A in his class, and all this stuff. Always been compared, and always been told you're not good enough, and always wanted to be more. And one way we thought to be more, one way of the many, which is one of the more important one, is to have a girlfriend. And the girlfriend happened to make us feel we are more, we are now best because she chose us, we're no longer compared, we are the one that the others may compare themselves to us, we have a girlfriend. Now, when that changes and you have been conditioned to think that your affirmation comes from outside, and the most credible source, an important source would be a girl, your girlfriend, a woman, and now that woman that came to your life affirmed you to feel good about yourself. Now you think that she's left is taking something away from you, which is all hogwash, nonsense. But this is how you've been conditioned. So now you think that you're not good enough, and the one that she's with is better than you because she's not with her. All nonsense. But it is natural to feel that way due to the conditionings you've received ever since childhood and the way that your mind has been conditioned and programmed to think, and you got to break through that and free yourself from all that nonsense thinking by watching some of these videos here. I guess that's what I can say. Daisy says, thank you so much. I'm back to videos from the scratch and then the package if it's still needed. Okay, good, Daisy. Watch the one that I just sent for you right here. That would kind of do a good number on you. I think it will positively shake you up a little bit to ponder on something, notice something. All right. The Reaper says, I'm going through problems but trying to solve them, and your videos help me. So good night from UK. Have a good day. Thank you, dear. Yes, good night. It's late for you guys, and I will be ending it soon because I was late today. That's why. Whisper says, there is a cure for broken hearts. It's time. It's time. There is, however, no cure for falling in love with the wrong person. There's no cure, but there's a vaccine. So you might have to be aware of whom not to fall in love with, and that is based on your selection process. I have a video on this called the selection process, or how to select a girlfriend or something like that. So these are the things you got to watch out before you you choose a car. Even you go and look at the manual, you read on internet, you research on it, the engine capacity, all technical. Then you actually go and test drive, and then you maybe buy it, right? But you should do the same thing when you find friends. You got to get to know what's their background, where they come from, how they think, and all that before you just say, oh, she looks good, therefore I'm in. No, it's not enough. You can't continue or build a relationship based on the looks. The looks, they have had nothing to do with it. They're, born with it. That's not a criteria. That's not a qualification. That's something you like, but doesn't describe who the person who owns that look is behind that look that you're going to have to deal with. That's where you want to find who that person is. So you got to research further in, and then your selection would be a little bit more helpful in how the relationship is going to be. At least, not entirely, but at least it'll be better. All right. Okay. Tony Vien. Vispel, yes, it may take valuable real estate, but it helps me to know who it is I'm talking to. Otherwise, I gotta scroll up, see how old he was, where he is, and all that. Tony says, hello, male 25 Florida. Hello, Tony. Just wanted to say that watching your videos have helped me tremendously get through my recent breakup. Thank you so much for your work. My pleasure, and thank you for sharing that, Tony. I'm delighted to hear that. This too shall pass says, I cannot stop obsessing about my ex-boyfriend. It was a toxic relationship, but I think my own mental health means I'm clinging on. I can let go. My anxiety is clinging. Well, you're not really missing the ex, even though it was toxic. You're missing the order that was created in your life through negotiation and dealings, back and forth, tug of war, or whatever, however it was. It had created a certain mechanical process in your life through which a certain order was created. That order is where the mind finds security in. Mind finds security in order. And that order, however is created, even a jailed finds attachment to the jailer. Not because he's happy about the situation, because it has created a certain mechanical process, and that it created an order, and that order has given his mind a certain security, a place to be, feel secure, and regardless of the quality of the order, the conditioning. And now, through that relationship, you have been conditioned with that order, and that's through that order your mind had found security. And now that it's broken up, the order is broken up. It's not there anymore, and your mind is seeking the order. That's why you go into the memory where all the file and the story is there, and finds order in the memory. The reason you're in the memory thinking about the ex is not because the memories were all fine and the ex was all fine. It's because that's the place where the story continues, and it's there, is recorded, and the mind finds the order, the rhythm of that memories, and through that order, even though it's not actual anymore, but it finds a place to stay, an order to feel secure. Understand that and move on, and don't give a shit. It's not him. It's how your mind finds its order and normality to what it used to be, and you're conditioned with, even though that conditioning and how the environment was toxic. It's about the addiction to a situation, not the actual, the actors that you're missing. So wean yourself off, cut yourself through out from that bond of that order nonsense, and move on. Hijran says, I have watched a lot of videos, but I'm still stuck. I really can't lose hope, even if I know that she is not that person that I thought she was. And I believe she was. Well, listen, you have a choice here. There's no magic. There's a choice. You're either going to cross the street when you see there's no cars coming and the light is green, or you're going to stand there, and regardless of what says, no, but I like it the way it is, I just don't know what will be on the other side of the street. I just want to stay here. Well, that's your choice. You will not get anywhere if you just don't cross the street. You will just be there, and you'll be safe, and you won't be, encountering any new things. Don't have to deal with any new things, and you can live in your memory. But remember, memory is the past. Past is gone, is dead, non-existence. So the living that you will be doing while you're in your memory is in the death of the past. If you want to live, the bloody get off your ass and move. Cross the street when it's safe. Go and explore. And let yourself to become one with the actual life experience, rather than limited part of it and want to just crumble there, thinking that the whole life was condensed to one relationship, one person. That's nonsense. What are we here to do? One thing? Just be in a relationship? That's it? That's what the experience of life is all for you? No, can't be. So, I forgot what I wanted to say, but I guess I did say what I wanted to say. All right, we move on to the next. Daisy says, and also you, Mehran, of course. You're of tremendous help, and will share your videos and rewatch. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, dear. Whisper says, I have a friend with benefits who really treats me good and likes me a lot. However, I feel like she likes me too much, and it's a turnoff. Why do we want what we can't have and don't want what we can? Yeah, when something is too available, because we don't have enough confidence in ourselves. We think we are not good enough, and if we think we are not good enough, we don't have enough confidence in ourselves, then when someone pays so much attention to us, a woman who's so kind and nice to us, we kind of say, well, I don't think I'm that hot. I don't think I'm that much. I don't have that much confidence. I don't value myself that much. So why is she valuing me much? Well, when I don't think I'm that much myself, and she thinks I am, then therefore that means she's not that much valuable. And if she's not valuable because she likes me and I don't think I'm much, then therefore I don't want her. She's not good enough for me. It's the old saying that I've always said, I don't want to belong to a club that takes me as a member. Which means I don't want to belong to a club that actually thinks I'm good enough to be their member, which because I don't think I'm much, then I think the club that takes me as a member must not be a good club because they want me and I don't think I'm that great. So then I think the club is not good. Same thing with her. You don't think you're much confidence. The girl likes you and therefore you say, oh, she must not be good because I'm not that much. Why is she liking me? She must be really low. I don't want her. Think about it. That could have something to do with her. Unless she's really not the character that you want. That's a whole different thing. And you're just, using her for the benefits, which, again, not that good. Unless she knows about it, that she's not going to get anywhere with you. Because, listen, women are not like men who may want to be with someone just for sex. Yeah, there are, but not, as many as men are thinking that way. So you better let her know about your intentions, so you will be fair to her and she will make her decision based on knowing the facts, because women want more than just that, what you are benefiting from. They expect duration, they expect a certain kind of a future. Unless they are aware of it and they're okay with it, then good. Otherwise, don't lead anybody on. Let them be clear on that, so they can make their own decisions with free will. Even though you didn't try to mislead them, but that conversation never hurts. At least, makes your conscience clear. This shall passes. I'm addicted to it 100%. Okay. Yes, but you can. This too shall pass. Whisper says, that's $1 million question. Which question is that, Whisper? That shall pass says, please upload this live. Yeah, I upload almost everything when I have a live. Remember, guys, hopefully soon, if things goes well, I'll be having live talks for you guys from Hawaii, and I look forward to that, and I hope that we'll be able to do that, and possibly a Hawaiian radio station is interested to do an interview, so we'll see if that happens. Wayne says, male 46 Irish. Thank you for that, Wayne. Mehran, do you think we should practice a degree of stoicism in our lives? Let me get back to you on that. Let me answer another question first, if you don't mind. And the question, let's see which question would be. Oops, where'd it go? Oh, how the hell do you let go? This too shall passes. It's like you said, we become addicted to the pain. Not addicted to the pain. Well, you know, that's kind of same question as the one that Wayne just asked, the Stoicism. Stoicism. Well, you're not... again, it's because you're putting up with all that because of the order. You want the order. Without order, the mind is not feeling secure. And in order to feel secure, it puts up with the shit that is going on as part of the mechanical process through which an order is created. And through that order, you feel secure, and you're afraid of losing that security, so you put up with all that shit just to feel balance, which actually, that feeling of balance coming through the imbalanced environment and interactions, which is something to ponder on its own. So it's a choice. You need to sacrifice some things to gain something better sometimes. So sacrifice that security of mind through a wrong order because of the improper mechanical processes, and move on and create new connections, new mechanical processes, new order, and therefore again a new security in mind. So you won't rely on the memory in order to create that security, order, and the security. You will rely on the actuality of life. So your living would be living life, actuality of life, not the perception of the dead happenings of the past, and your living would be death in the past, death of the past, which is you want to avoid. Daisy says, where did you go, Daisy? No, I don't think we are addicted to pain. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Okay, right. Addicted to that beautiful feeling of loving and being loved that is now gone. Yes, but do not think of it as an anomaly. Life is a continuation of journey. It's like saying, I'm standing in front of the river and I'm looking at a patch of water that I've marked it for myself with my eyes, and that patch of water just passed by my feet. Now that patch of water that just passed by my feet, I can't see it, then the river is gone. The river is not gone. Water flow is not gone. Only that patch of the full flow of the water passed by. But there is a lot more water and flow of it continuing, because that's what the way of the river is. It's not because one part of the water passed by, therefore the river is gone. No, the river is there. So same thing. The life is there. The feelings are still there. Just turn your attention from what's gone to what's still coming, what still could come, what's still flowing. We might not see it, but you will, because if you focus on it, you will find so much shine and flow and energy in it that it was way beyond the one that you experienced. But as long as you don't focus on it, you keep looking that way, the one that passed, say, oh, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone, and you can't even see that there's water coming. Turn your head around and see, okay, there's so much possibilities. Now, let me jump in and swim. Let me get the load of this. Let me figure this out, and let me put myself at a little bit of a vulnerability and experience what else is out there, rather than thinking that what is gone was the only thing and only way and only connection I could have in a relationship and all that we all make up for ourselves. It's not true. It's not true. The person's qualification to be your partner ceases when that person breaks up. That's it. Gone. Now, you're still the same person, same wonderful person, same wonderful things to offer, and you can go on and see what other possibilities are out there to appreciate your specialities and your expertise and your loveliness, wholeness, and everything else that you have to offer. Hijran says, Mehran Jan, yes, Hijran Jan, could you please shortly try to expand how can I be alpha male and do not get so emotional? I think that my loneliness and being alone in new country are the reasons that I stuck thinking. Hijran, let me know how old you are and where you are right now. And I have plans to make a video on the subject of, the title would be Beyond Alpha. Beyond Alpha. And I plan on making that when I'm in Hawaii. Hopefully I'll get to do all the things I want to do as far as these videos are concerned. And then you will have a little bit more understanding about what alpha is and what alpha means. And unless you really know that, you'll be misunderstood, or you misunderstood what alpha is, and you believe in the nonsense that everybody else thinks alpha is. So just give me a week or so, and hopefully we'll have it done. I hope. Yeah, of course. And you say, and missing my ex even if she was not what I really deserve. Yes, of course you miss the ex. You miss the ex even if you're in the same town, let alone you've left town or you're somewhere new and you don't know many people, everything seems so, and suddenly what you really didn't think was much and you believed, and rightfully so, not much and suitable for you, suddenly becomes so important. Kind of without meaning to be insensitive or demeaning anyone, just trying to show the point. It's like when you are somewhere that there's no food, that same very food, piece of dry bread that you kind of snobbed it when you were in your own home and you had elaborate food and you snubbed all these little crumbs here and there, that in the new environment when there's no food becomes the king's food. You will fight for it. You will think, oh, so important, so delicious, so wonderful, I want it. You pay even more for it. Because the resources are limited. Scarcity. So you're somewhere that you're lonely and you don't, suddenly that girlfriend that you really, didn't think it was all that becomes, oh, I wish she was here because, amazing. Why? Because there's not much else. If it was somebody else more qualified, you wouldn't even think of her. So, Daisy say, oh, talking to Adrian, okay. Right, Daisy. Whisper says, I'm afraid she's getting too attached. She constantly wants to communicate and I let her know I'm interested in someone else. And she assures me she has no feelings towards me, purely sex. So, okay. That's what she says. But you're going to get used to her. And then when she finally says, okay, it's time for me to, pack my bags and go, and the attention that you've been receiving is going to entice you and make you miss her to the point that you'll be confused and not knowing what to do. I want her, but I don't want her. Because you want her because you're conditioned to receive all her kindness and feel good about yourself. She was the source of your support, making you feel important. Now that others out there are not reciprocating in such a way or such a level as she did, or extending it to you as she did, you feel like, oh, they're not good enough. They won't make me feel as good. I don't feel confident as good as when she was around. And then, even though she's not the one that you really seek, not meeting your qualifications, however it is that you feel, but you will be stuck to think that I miss her, I love her, I want her, and you'll be totally confused. So if you're aware of that, and you'll be able to deal with that when she finally packs up and leaves and decides that it's not good for her, she's not going to get anything there after a while, then okay. But just be honest with her, and also be prepared not to miss her, the one that you really didn't want. Guys, don't forget to click on like before we all end our show today. So at least we'll have enough minimum algorithm requirements met. Daisy says, girl inside expertise. Whisper, it's not purely sex for her, at least not anymore, and even you are getting that. Aha, Hijran, 27 male, Sweden. All right then. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hang in there. You're in Sweden. You know how many beautiful girls are there that even if you just don't know the language to get to know if they're qualified or not, you'll just be able to fill whatever it is that you're missing perfectly and easily. So relax. It'll all be okay. Do what you're there to do and learn the language, or give yourself time. You will meet amazing women of all kinds of qualifications, beauty, intelligence, education, smarts, and so on. So be patient. The one that you left was back in Iran probably, and you didn't even think much about her, but at this moment when you're so lonely, you think, you would have died for some of her loving or caring, or all the games that the Persian women know how to play. So here now you get to know some of the new games from the Swedish girl, so it'll be okay. Oh my goodness, we are actually going nuts there. We have a super chat from Wayne, as usual, with his generosity. Thank you, Wayne. Wayne says, 46 Irish, keep the faith, Mehran. Rome wasn't built in a day. Mind that seeks truth, and the truth will set you free. Yes, thank you very much. So that's free. Thank you very much, Wayne. I appreciate that, and I appreciate the vote of confidence, and definitely that is how I want to die, be doing this. So that's for sure, and I mean it. I love what I do, but I look forward. And yes, Rome wasn't built in one day, but you know what? We've been trying to build the Rome for the past, since 2013? It's 6 years now. We've got one more year to go to make it 7, I guess, as the metaphor thingy goes, as the story goes. So, and thank you very much again for your contribution to Channel's wealth. But mind you guys, I have hired someone to grow the Instagram and ads on Facebook page, and of course new videos that I will come up with, and the new site that is now up and running, and hopefully that will be bringing more of attention to what we do. So we're hopeful. The only way to go anyhow. And Daisy says, Mehran, please, what was the title of that last video you linked? Cannot open it. You cannot open it? How dare you? What do you mean you cannot open it? Let me check it out. You cannot open it? Get an opener. The last one, right? You mean the last one, the one that I just put there last. So let me just open it here. and see what you're talking about. It opens perfectly and it is called How to Feel Better After a Breakup. You will be fine. I will prove it to you. It's a long title, but that's the one. 338,057 views, 7,600 likes, and 167 dislikes. Oh, 167, I guess they were just, I don't know, not paying attention. How could you? How dare you dislike my video? Isn't that the question? Here it is. This is the name of it. I just put it up for you here. Is that the one you mean? You know, who asked the question? Who asked the question? Let's see. Daisy asked. Oh, okay. At 0039. Oh, let me see then if I did give you the right one or not. I don't see moments here. Oh, I see. I can't see the time here because I can't go back to it. You guys can go back and forth, but I can't because I am streaming. Whisper. Oh. Whisper says, muck. Just a little filter here. So should I just tell her we shouldn't see each other anymore? No, why should you? Are you nuts? Last thing I want to do is to hurt her. No, just make sure she doesn't get hurt. Obviously, she likes you, she wants to have sex with you, and you like her, otherwise you wouldn't be paying attention to her, and you want to have sex with her. But make sure she's clear as to where you're going, that you don't, you know, all that, and then she will make her decision based on facts, so you won't be misleading her. She then is a grown-up girl. She can make up her own decisions, and if she says no, as you told me she's already said that she doesn't have any feeling for you, or she doesn't care, even though she probably does, but at least you have forewarned her, and your conscience would be clear, and you've done good to her, not used her by hiding some feelings. But life is short. What do you expect? What do you think? You got to do your best, be at your best behavior, be honest with women, and as much as it's relevant to them, and then you expect them to be honest with you, and then see where it goes. If it went somewhere, we went. It didn't. But you lived your life. What are you waiting for? To get to the destination? To eat the food that was promised, that is a elaborate king's table that you're supposed to go there, eat? What are you going to do on the way? You need a relationship, you need companionship, you need love, you need care, you need attention, you need interaction, you need discussion, you need communication, which are the food that you should be eating while you're traveling to the king's table eventually, that you think. And lo and behold, there may never be a king's table. It's all bullshit. Every one of them are king's table. But you just set your mind for that. No, that particular picture I have in my mind and the picture of lifestyle is the king's table. No, every single relationship that you have is wonderful, and you got to treat it best you can and give it the full chance. You never know what happens tomorrow, but just be honest. That's all. That's all. Treat the woman well, with respect, with love, with kindness, with honesty, and expect the same. Didn't work out, move on. Worked out, stick around. Didn't want each other, move on. Don't make it too difficult. As long as you're both responsible, careful, don't make babies, just, observe hygiene and health and so on, well, go live your life. This too shall pass is my obsession for my ex, purely because I'm missing order. Do you mean I miss the habits? Watch one of the videos that says order, the new order. The title is New Order. God damn it, guys, am I supposed to do all these things for you? I thought I am supposedly the guru. Which I'm not, of course. I'm just making fun of it. Don't believe in that. Just the nonsense that some people call me, and I said, don't you call me that. What was it I was looking for? The New Order. The New Order. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There it is. Your order. Aha. Got it. Got it. Coming up. One new order. Come on, order coming up. All right. You know what? If I just open a live talk and say, okay, tell me what you want, I'll find the video and give it to you, and you pay for it. We'll do good on the channel. Channel becomes very wealthy because you guys, everything is there, for God's sake. Just go in there and key in what you're thinking. You'll find it. There it is. It's called New Order. It's called Your Order and the New Order. You watch that. It's 8 minutes and 52 seconds, and I'm sorry to see that only 358 people have viewed it. Looks like people are not looking for a real deep meaning of what's happening here. They just want bullshit. Oh yeah, how to get the girl back. Yeah, text her this way and then fool her this way and then go. All right, that's not the way to freedom. Anyhow, I'm pissed off at all this lack of interest for the depth of knowledge, but I'm sure you guys are different, and that's all it counts. And there is another one here I give you. This one is called Why We Hang On to the Memories of a Broken Relationship. Even I want to watch that. Honestly, I want to watch that. But to be honest with you guys, I sometimes watch my own stuff and I really get a kick out of it because I learn the things, because I don't know why I said what I said, what zone I was traveling in when I was saying all those things, because they're all coming on the spur of the moment thingy, right? They're not written or planned. At the beginning of my live talks, first year to, I guess, number 10 or 11, I was preparing what I want to say, the lecture part, then the questions and so on next time. But then after that, it's now, what, 315, is it? I don't know what my answer will be. So therefore, sometimes when I look back, it's pretty cool. Okay, this one is called Do You Miss Your Ex? The New Order. Whom are you really missing? What are you missing? I think that's the one you should be watching. It's 2,719 people watched it. Again, because we are not visible. Otherwise, I bet you that should have been 2 million. And then it's 22 minutes. And these are 3 that I just sent you here are amazingly well placed. So one of them is your order, the new order. The other one, why we hang on to the memories of a broken relationship. 2, there is a 1. This is 2. And the other one is, do you miss your ex? The new order. Whom are you really missing? What are you missing? So, hope these will all help you guys out. Daisy Daisy says, hang on. Daisy's a girl, right? I'm mixed up now. This too shall pass is 43 female UK. Oh, okay. See, it's important for me to know. I actually don't know. Daisy, I forgot. Daisy is a girl, right? This is why I want you guys to please give me that 3 code word. Nope, I don't see Daisy's. No, Daisy never told us if she is. Did she? She didn't, did she? I think Daisy's a girl. I forgot. But there is no age or no location. Daisy, come on now, come through. Let's see, maybe she's added that at the end. There we go. There we go. Daisy, female, Swiss, 50. That's my girl. Thanks very much. Appreciate it. You see? It wasn't so hard, was it? Now I have a picture. Daisy says, yes, girl, Switzerland, age 50. Yes. My father lived in Switzerland for a while. I think Zurich. He worked and lived there for a while. Did you now? Did you now, Daisy? Did you say it way back? Well, I couldn't find it. And there we go. I'm off the hook. And you're too far to do anything to me, so it's your fault. There we go. Now, let's see what we have here. Achilles says, Mehran, good day, sir. Wishing you my blessing, many blessings. Thank you, Antoine. Says Antoine here, 51, male, Los Angeles. Did you get a chance to look at my... Oh, God. You know what? I think I'm getting old. As soon as I finish, I never do. I'm ashamed. Put that link here. I'm going to look at it right now. Just put the link. Just put the link. And forgive me for lack of... It's not lack of interest. Actually, I'm very interested. But by the time I finish, it's like 2-3 hours later. And either I want a tea or I want to just have some food. And then I've forgotten what I have actually meant to do. Terrible, terrible. Shame. Shame on me. All right. But put it here now. Put it here now. I'm gonna, let me see. Did I make a note of it last time? Was I now? Yeah, I don't see it here. Now you're gonna finally give up and say, hell with it. I don't want to know your opinion, aren't you? Achilles, Antoine. But you have to understand. Please do. And this too, oh, Daisy's talking to this too, okay. Hijran says, I'm not new here. I've been living here for 8 years. My ex also. I was together with her for 2 years. To be honest, I was not so interested in her from beginning. I can't rely, you understand. How I got to what? I got to what? I got to use her. I can't rely, you understand? I don't get it. No, I don't understand. And now we got this too shall pass says, it was very, very toxic. So I'm thinking, why am I obsessed? He hurt me so much, yet crave him. It was so mucked up. Well, as I mentioned, a torturer, a prison guard, also leaves an impression of security through that order that he commands on the prisoner. And the prisoner actually gets used to that, thinking that order is the right order. Everybody brings and creates their own order. They need an order for life. And people create that for themselves. But in some cases, such as oppressive governments and systems, they create that order. As wrong as it is, people get used to it, and through that order they find some kind of a security. And so what you are craving is that order and the security of it, not the person. Because who in the right mind would actually think that that was all good, whatever you went through? As you said, it was mucked up. So what you're missing is not the guy, is actually the order and security that was created through all that nonsense, which is a condition that a human being falls into through when they get captured in wars, or when they all go through all these psychological journey that they make them feel like, okay, now I don't have that what I'm conditioned to have, now I miss it. They long for that whole abuse, just because that abuse would have created certain kind of a assurance or security in their mind in some level. You must focus on building your own life. I don't know if you have a job, if you have expertise, build on that, focus on your job, become independent, be independent, need nobody. And when you are totally free and not economically or emotionally need anybody, then you can embark on choosing someone based on if they qualify or not based on the lack of order or security in you. There you go. Now, guys, please do remember, every time you make a comment, put that 3 code, male or female, MF or whatever your gender is, age, where you come from, 3 codes, just to begin with. M24, Texas. That's it. Then go on. That reminds me who you are, what we talked about, and all that. And then helps me to kind of make it to your specific situation and age and gender and all that, and background. Daisy says, thank you with lots of yous and one thank. Says, for your video detail. Yes, that's the one. Okay, good. Whisper says, Mehran, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, okay, good. Whisper is talking loud, says, Mehran, I'm not gonna lie to you. All my friends are either happily married or in a relationship. So I feel as if they won't appreciate your videos as much as someone who is hurting. Yeah, then give it to the ones who are hurting. By the way, you can't tell from all their hooplas and happiness looking and think that they're all happy. Who knows what goes on in their lives? So don't be so naive thinking that anybody who's in a relationship or anybody who's married is actually living the life that you wanted to have with your ex that you're no longer in relationship with. No, you don't know what the shit they're dealing with. So just focus on what it is that works for you, and do not make decisions based on how you think other people are feeling. How can you know what other people are feeling just because of looking at them and having an hour of ha 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 in a cafe with them? If they don't understand who they are, if they don't understand their psyche, if they don't understand their fear, desire, ego, pleasure, thoughts, consciousness, orders, mechanical process, all that, if they don't know their center, they're all having shitty time interacting with each other, because all their interaction is reaction. Reaction to protect their ego, reaction to protect and fulfill their desires, to fluff their ego, reaction to cover up and stay away from their fears, reaction to the conditionings that they've received throughout their life, which has formed their consciousness. All of that, they're oblivious to it. And they're just simply are reacting to protect what is not them. They're protecting their ego, they're protecting their desire, they're protecting their fear, and none of them is their center. They're part of the ingredients and the fragments of their whole, of the entirety, of their center, but they're not them, themselves. They think they are. So they're actually protecting their image, their ego, their fear, desire, thinking that they are more important than themselves. That actually is the whole thing that encompasses all these fragments that we just talked about. And they think the fragments is the whole. So don't be fooled by it. Pick your relationship correctly, based on qualifications, not based on your desires or ego. Then you've got one step ahead. Now, Hidron says, I'm just confused why I was not interested in her before. I was thinking that I deserved something better. I think it's all become of time that I spend with her. Yes, of course, you spend time with with her long enough. You go through certain mechanical process. You create certain rhythm, certain order. Through that, you feel secure, and you use that platform as your stepping stone to do your other things. And when that platform is not, and you've used it as your pedestal, stepping stone, suddenly you feel there's nothing underneath your feet. You're too unfocused, focusing on what you were standing on. Now you don't have it to do your things, and you kind of feel out of balance. That's all. But after a while, you create new footing, you get your balance, and you wouldn't give a shit anymore. So move on. Move on. Don't sum up whole experience of life in one relationship, in one woman, and think that that's all life has to offer, instead of seeing the magnitude of opportunities out there, and it's awaiting for your exploration. And Whisper says, also, I feel like many people don't share your videos because they don't want their friends to know how they're feeling. Yes, I know. I've heard that before. You're right. I have shared your videos to friends after they suffer a breakup. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wayne Harmon says, 46, Irish Mehran. I recommend investor Ray Dalio. What? Investor Ray Dalio YouTube video principles. Okay. Its core lessons is a successful life is embracing reality, not as good as your videos. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Yeah, I guess anybody can go and watch it for sure. Lloyd says, Hutton evening everyone. Good evening, Lloyd. Lloyd, Mail, Texas. I seem to be the one doing all the breaking away, so I feel responsible for leaving around some hurt here and there. But that shouldn't suggest I'm not affected. Oops, I lost it. Affected by the loss. Okay. Daisy says female Swiss 50. Oh, okay, I guess I was here before. And Daisy said Geneva, but Zurich is fantastic. My favorite here. I was in Switzerland for a day. I went from Mannheim to, I think it was Zurich, I think. Am I right? Yeah, I think I went to Zurich from Mannheim by train. And I loved it. I liked it. My father said to me years ago when he eventually came to Canada, he said, Switzerland is the small version of Canada. Or he said, British Columbia is the big size of Switzerland, all the lakes and beauty and the forests and all that. So I had this picture of it, and when I went there, I saw it's correct. I liked it. I only just went for a day, and I had lunch at one of these busy restaurants. I think I had schnitzel. I liked it. It was good. So yes, that's right, Dwayne. Embracing life is about focusing on reality. Otherwise, if you don't, your alternative would be to create a reality based on your thoughts and stored memory. Because when you're thinking about your memory, that to you seems to be a reality. And it is, because you really are thinking about that. But what you're thinking is not actuality. There's a difference between reality and actuality. It is real that you're thinking about something in your memory. But that reality is not the actuality. It's a dead event. So your reality is in a dead event, which makes your life living in the death of the past. That is why you should be focused on be part of the happening of things. What is happening, what you can make a difference into, what you can create and modify as you're creating it. That's the actuality. The effort is the now. The actuality of life, the moment that is alive, is when you're making effort in it. So effort in something means you're with the actuality of the life, living of life. You're one with the happening of life. That's different than just simply trying to live your life with the illusion of actuality while you're actually your memory and wishing for how things could have been the way it used to, and reminiscing and all that, yet separating yourself from the actual moment where life is happening. In that small moment, all the life is happening in that small moment. This is the beauty of it. Every moment is so small that you can't even measure it. But everything that is happening in life is happening in that smallest moment that you can't measure. Now I've said it all. Now I go on. I go on to Daisy said, Lloyd, Daisy's talking to Lloyd. Achilles says, no problem, sir. Lol, just type in the link below on Instagram. Aha, thank you, Achilles. On Instagram, I remember now. All right. I think I did the same thing as I'm doing right now, then I forgot. But I will promise you, I won't forget this time. There it is. There it is. I already have it. Says here on Instagram, Antoine Artwork. It's on Instagram under. Everything is here. Just so I wanted to do it the same here. So that means I did make a note, but I forgot to look at the note. So I should make a note to look at the note, and then one more for that. then listen, I finish this, and before I go to the gym, I'll sit down, have another cup of tea, and maybe eat something, and then I watch your stuff. Instagram, I gotta learn how to do that though. That's not that easy for me until I get a hold of it. I can search it. And this too shall pass, says female 43 UK. Thank you. Lloyd says, Daisy, I feel, okay, you're talking to Daisy. Now, Stian, my goodness, where have you been? 27-year-old male from Norway. I hope you are doing well, Mehran. Well, thank you very much, Stian. I'm glad to see you here. Now, remember, guys, hopefully next week, if everything goes well, I'll be doing live talks from Hawaii for you guys. And I want you guys join in, make a busy splash on it. Maybe you can, I don't know, somehow share on your social media that there's now, you know, our name has changed. Now you can share anything as far as the live talks are concerned, because our live talk is not just going to be about breakups, because the name of the channel, as you can all say, by the way, make a comment, what do you think about the name of the channel? I'm not going to change it anymore anyhow, but this is it. We're sticking with this. Mind that seeks truth. Mind that seeks truth is the name of our channel, which means we can talk about anything. Anything to do with the movement of the mind, fears, desire, ego, consciousness, thoughts, pleasure, order, mechanical process, material process, things to do with energy of the universe, things to do with meditation, whatever it is that is on your mind, or relationships, whether it is ongoing or it is a breakup, you can talk about it. And our videos will be focusing on all that as well. So, Daisy says, revamp your channel. What does that mean, Daisy? Now, Swiss girl and the name Daisy. I gotta question that. Where is your background? Is it actually Swiss, Daisy? Or Daisy is a screen name you chose? Or is it a translation of a Swiss name? Help us out here, we're in the dark. And Daisy says, I really, yes, give more visibility. Yes. But how do you suggest, Daisy, for the more visibility, the revamping? Just change the banner of it. Olga did that for us. Olga is expert in the thumbnails and the banners and artwork. I really appreciate her help. She's in Russia, and I want you guys send love for her. She just recently lost her grandpa she loved very much, and she's doing good. And so I'm using everyone's ingenuity to help the channel. But so are you saying, Daisy, let me translate from Swiss to English. So by what you've been saying, revamp your channel, give it more visibility, you mean that the new name that I've given, Mind That Seeks Truth, does give it more visibility. Correct? Am I saying it right? Did I figure the code words correctly? All right. Okay. I hope you guys like the name, Mind That Seeks Truth. It actually goes well with everything else. My Instagram is Mind That Seeks Truth, or Mind Seeks. And my Facebook is Mind That Seeks Truth, author or books, 2 pages. and my site is mind@sixtruth.com. So now we are all unified. Before it was like here and there, like the channel wasn't really compliant to that. So okay, Daisy, I will. I thought you're using my channel to prompt up another channel. I said, look, I need help, not the others, but I can see what you're saying here. I've watched many of these people who teach how to expand the channel and all that. And right now we're doing pretty much everything correctly, but hasn't really, I mean, I can see that we are improving in the numbers, but I don't know. So let's go back. Where was I? Daisy says, I really appreciate you chatting with us and giving replies. This is my fourth live and will return with my progress report. Okay, good. After rewatching tons of your videos. There we go. That's my girl. Now we're gonna be going places because people like you and many others are actually getting some pointers here and there, and they become more interested to find more of the answers they're looking for in the 1,500 and counting videos that we have on this channel, which I'm certain and convinced that will help almost anybody who's going through some emotional hardship at this time or any time. Lloyd says, as an American, we have a lot of impressions that are created around the Hollywood media, for example, that creates a lot of fantasy centered around our relationships, and that's a problem. Yes, of course. It's not just as an American, it's as a human being, that from the old history, from the time that they would gather and someone would tell folk stories at a coffee shop of the old times, to when now we have television programs and so on. The stories of how others lived becomes interesting, entertaining, and also to a point when it's continuously being shared, one would think that's how a relationship or a certain scenario in life should be, and they set their behavior and their goals around that, what they have been conditioned to hear and feel that it is good results or good ending or good journey and all that. So Daisy says, no, this is just advice to copy what she did. Yes, of course, I appreciate that. I'm just pulling your legs and just having fun with you. Otherwise, I appreciate it. Obviously, everybody here is trying to help us to grow, and whether it's you, Daisy, or Wayne, who suggests other articles and so on, it's all, I understand, all with kindness, and I appreciate it very much. Everybody's trying to help us, and we'll get it done. One thing is for sure, no one, I'm convinced now, no one can measure up to the contents, depth of this channel. We've got it, and I'm ready to interact with on different topics that you guys come up with. I have a very good video that I have written and or researched, and I'm based on some researchers who have done some experience, like the one that I did on how to delete your memory, which was based on researchers' findings, and about mind reading, which was based on Dr. Owen's research. And now it's another piece that I want to do, and I'm excited about it because it's going to help a certain kind of questions that some of you might have after breakup, and that could have occupied your mind. So I'm looking forward to all these new things that I want to do, and of course we hope that it will help people around the world, and we will get what we are hoping to get, which is more subscribers as the result. And Daisy gives a smile and thank you. Daisy says, but you're doing well already. Oh, well, thank you. You're a real friend. I understand that. But, we're not doing that well as far as numbers are concerned. But as far as quality, yes, I appreciate that, and I agree with you 100%. Daisy says, fantastic book that might help. Oh, you're talking about Me, My Psyche, and I? My book. That's what you're promoting, aren't you? Aren't you now? Is that what a friend does, Daisy? No, I'm joking. Everybody can read whatever they want to do. But sorry, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna plug somebody else's book. I am still busy plugging mine. So, which I highly recommend. Me, My Psyche, and I. Me, My Psyche, and I. And of course, there's another book that I haven't seen the like of it anywhere, and that's again is a book that I've written. It's a very simple book. It's just about 200 pages, and it's Transient Thoughts and Me. These are thoughts that appear in your head and they're not invited. You didn't want them there. They happen to be there. They appear. You don't know why they're there, what they're doing there, what to do with them, how to interpret them. Do they define you? What do they have to do with you? And how to interpret them, what to do with them, how to manage them. And that is something that I really hope people who are looking for answers about the transient thoughts, negative thoughts, and so on, they can pick up that book from my site and then read it and enjoy it. I know, Daisy. I know. You're so kind and caring and sweet, and I appreciate that. I'm just kidding with you. Yeah. So now. Now I think that it's time for us to, I've answered all the questions. We have no more left here. It's time for me to thank you again for your time, giving me the pleasure of your company, and talk to you and share some points and pointers and views with you. I love you all, and thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing my videos in your social media, if you will. And if you happen to know, I don't know, contacts in radio stations, TV, or newspapers, like the radio station or newspaper or internet channel that did an interview with me from Australia. It was a nice long interview, and perhaps like the one that hopefully I'm going to be having it come to fruition in Hawaii, a radio station who might be wanting to do an interview. If you guys have any connections, do arrange it, and I'll be more than happy to interview with them. That puts us on the map and helps us to grow and become more visible. Daisy says, yes, it's only me hanging. Thanks again, and good night. Good night, dear. All right, guys, love you all. Hope to talk to you again soon, and perhaps tomorrow, I'm not sure. But in the meantime, be good to yourself, to the others. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.